Alright, so what's going on, guys? My name's Chopper. Now today I want to talk to you guys about Jason Blundell's new job. You guys all are familiar with Jason Blundell. He's basically the father of our zombies today, right? Black Ops 3 Zombies is basically his child, and this is what we've been looking towards. We've been looking towards Blundell for any sort of zombies info throughout this entire year. But now in the past couple of days, there's been some recently, some shuffles in the management over at Treyarch. So we used to have our four of here, like this management team. We had Mark Lamia, we had Mark Gordon, and Jason Blundell and Dan Bunting. Now, Blundell, it used to have all the descriptions for what they would do there, right? But Mark Lamia has been moved to chairman now of Treyarch itself, and then now Blundell was in charge, of course, campaign and zombies, and that used to be his description. However, this is an updated description on Treyarch's website to where all of them except Mark Lamia just say co-studio head. And this is really, really interesting because Jason Blundell's description used to be his specialty was, director of campaign and zombies, but it seems now he's been promoted to, co-studio director along with these other people. So what does this mean? Does this mean Blundell is not going to be in charge of zombies anymore? We're going to have somebody else? It's hard to say because we don't really know. This is maybe just Treyarch renaming these different positions because Dan Bunting is more in charge of the multiplayer side of things, and he has the exact same title as Jason Blundell, obviously, but Jason would be for zombies. Now, we don't really know if that actually means that maybe they switched up positions and they're doing something different. They're doing different work at Treyarch, or they're just under different titles, but still, kind of resuming what they would always do, Dan Bunting on the multiplayer side and Jason Blundell on the zombie side. Now let's just say hypothetically that at Treyarch these names don't just mean something different, right? They're actually doing different work here. It's not just different title to encompass what they're doing. They're literally doing different work. Let's just say that, just for instance, right? What would that mean for zombies? I would honestly think that no matter what they do at Treyarch, Blundell would still at least have a hand or some kind of say in the zombies mode, right? Because he's literally developed pretty much all of Black Ops 3. He didn't develop it, he directed all of Black Ops 3 Zombies, and this is what people know him by, right? People know him by Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies mostly. He did have some work in Black Ops 2, but it's mostly this game. But if this were truly the case, that might mean that we wouldn't look to Blundell necessarily for all these zombies info, right? What if we actually had somebody else, somebody new step in to kind of be like the PR, right? Because we would always have Blundell in like these interviews and like go meet up with other people and that sort of stuff to actually get our zombies information, like whenever a DLC drops or whatever. What if we had somebody different this time? It wasn't Blundell, maybe they were under the reins of Blundell, but somebody would actually go out and do the interviews and do everything that he used to do for this year. That honestly kind of scares me because I don't really want another like Jimmy Zielinski incident. No hate towards Jimmy Zielinski, absolutely love the guy, but the thing is, I don't think it was really healthy for zombies back in Black Ops 2 to kind of have a dual thing going on to where Mob of the Dead and Origins were developed by Jason or directed by him, and then the rest of the maps were Zielinski, right? It wasn't really healthy, at least in my opinion anyway, for not to really have one direction and to have kind of two different minds developing the same sort of game, right? Does that make sense at all? I don't think that'd be very healthy for it. I think it should be under one direction, and I really would just hate to see somebody try to take Blundell's spot like in the interviews where they're trying to be cryptic and stuff. Like, we might as well have my boy Designer, giving us info if it's not going to be Blundell, you know what I'm saying? It really wouldn't be the same if we didn't have Blundell, kind of giving us the hints and all the info for the zombies maps coming up. It just really wouldn't be the same. You can't replace good old Blundell. So honestly, I wouldn't be too scared right now because this might just be a little shift in Treyarch's management, and honestly, I don't think it's anything to worry about. And plus, Blundell would probably not give up on zombies, completely if he was switching up, as long as he's still at Treyarch, right? He's going to have some hand in zombies, at least in my opinion anyway. I mean, really nothing's set in stone right now. We just know that there is some management and, some kind of shifts going on in the Treyarch studios right now. So that's pretty much all we know. I'm sure we'll get some more info as time goes on, but what I want to know from you guys is, what do you think about this? Do you think that Blundell is still going to be involved in zombies? And even though that his position has technically changed, what do you think is going to happen with Treyarch? What do you expect out of this Treyarch game coming out if Blundell, is not as involved with the zombies mode as he used to be? What if somebody else had stepped in? Let me know what you guys are thinking about this. Would you actually be okay with somebody else stepping in and taking Blundell's spot? Honestly, I think that's the biggest question we need to answer because it really kind of seems like a definite possibility. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for today. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy this. And also, if you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one.